too small, drive to a school expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. We have a very different special show today. Two of our members, so both Joshes are both sick. Then they're still hanging in there, but today's a very special day because today is Katie's 21st birthday.
Woo! Happy birthday!
Where's that epic win? Yes. Right on. Cool. And you actually you still showed up today, even though you did something last night?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of?
Well, it was just like a couple of my friends hanging out, but I just really didn't go to sleep until like 3, and then here I am at 8, so that's fun.
Good Lord.
But
dedication.
It's yeah. No, but
That's
it's okay.
the hustle. We also have Kelsey here with us today, filling
I guess
in the
thanks
spot.
for having me.
Absolutely.
This is the best birthday present ever.
Honestly.
She's in charge of our news stuff, and we were just running low, and she was just willing to just hop on, and literally last minute, like 5 minutes
like
before
2
the show
minutes ago,
started.
we were like, "Hey, you should get on the show," and she's like,
I'll just do it, I guess.
and then Justin also, like, you got back from South Carolina. You got back from
a wedding last night. I'm so tired, but hey, anything for the morning app and Katie's birthday.
Hey.
Great. Yeah.
I feel so bad. I went to bed like at 10 o'clock last night, and I got up at 6.
We need at least one person well rested, you know?
I feel dandy. I had a big breakfast, and everybody's like, "Oh."
We all like barely made it in here.
I know, but it's awesome. It's good. Thank you guys for being here today. I'm glad we could all gather and talk about school and stuff.
Oh yeah. Always a good time.
But man, that's awesome. It's exciting. Are you doing anything else this week since it's your like 21st birthday week? I mean, you obviously can't really celebrate as hard when you have a Monday up ahead of you. You know?
I know. It's the worst having a birthday on a Monday because that's just such a weird like day to even try to like hang out with people. But yeah, probably this weekend I'll hang out with some people, so it'll be pretty nice. But regardless, my birthday has always been like with my family. We always make a huge deal out of birthdays. Like, that's just the thing. Like, my whole family gets super into birthdays. So it always surprises me when people are like, oh, yeah, I didn't really do anything for my birthday. Because I get, like, so into because I'm so used to it. Like, my whole family, it's just a thing. My aunt celebrates a birth month. And, like, that's how she is, like, the whole month. She'll be, like, just treat herself. She'll be like, you know, I really want this thing. You know, it's my birth month. I'm going to get it.
Entire month?
Yeah.
Like one present per day or something? Is that what
No.
I know.
I know,
No,
right?
but it's just I don't know. I think it's really interesting to hear how people celebrated their birthdays growing up because everyone celebrates it differently. But with my family, it was always a huge deal. Like, my mom would always make a huge deal of it. And it was like, I don't know, it's really fun. But because it's like fun. Your day. That's like the one day you can be kind of selfish, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any like birthday traditions?
Yeah.
Because,
My mom would throw some pretty awesome parties.
Ooh.
Yeah, she one time she threw a Fear Factor birthday party.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. She had like this kiddie pool filled with oatmeal, and she would hide stuff in it, and you had to be able to dig it out with your toes. That was like one of the things, one of the highlights.
Scorpions or
Yeah, not that bad, not
Like
that bad.
spiders or
More like,
something,
you
that's
know,
what
like gummy worms, small prizes. You know, we had a pool, so it was convenient.
Going to cardiac
I know, like, in my brain, I was like, oh, yeah, oatmeal, and then, like, you're going to be like, underneath it was, like, snakes and stuff. It's pretty scary, I guess. Yeah.
No, it was, you know, it was more PG, I think, than that. But we had a pool, so it was convenient. You know, you could just dip your toes in the oatmeal pool and then jump in the actual pool.
Oh, that's
you
nice.
know, she would throw whipped cream at us, and
that is so awesome.
she threw great parties.
That's the one thing I kind of miss about being younger is themed birthday parties because people sleep on those, but it's so fun.
We still do it, like, now.
That's
You
true,
guys
but
don't
it's
do
not
it?
the same. You don't get like the
guess.
little party favors. Like my mom also got super into it. One year, my grandma dressed up as a clown for my birthday. Like, she like full like it was really funny. And to see the pictures, it wasn't a creepy clown though.
It was also a
Like, you
fear
think-
factor.
No. But she was like a cute clown. Like it wasn't a creepy looking clown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was also before all the clown stuff started happening. So
Yeah.
anyways, but
Good
yeah,
timer.
my mom, one time I forget what the actual theme of it was. I really don't remember, but we had bows and arrows. And it was like, they were like little foam, like she made them, and we all, like, all of my friends had like these little homemade like bows and arrows, but they weren't like, it had like, foam on the end, so it wasn't actual arrows, but it was so fun. One year I had like a princess birthday party, because I found that picture the other day. It's like me and all my friends all dressed up as princesses, and it's just, I don't know, like, I feel like themed birthday parties were really fun, like so fun to go to other people's. I don't know. I should have a themed birthday party.
That makes me want. Yeah, I've never done that before. I want like a Wild West birthday party.
Do it.
That'd be
That'd be
cool.
fun.
I'm gonna
That'd be
replace
cool.
my door with like a saloon door. Mine. I don't know why, but like it's always been it's just been a tradition. It's like ever since I was a kid. My mom has always. Like, I don't know if it's like a Lithuanian thing, but basically when it's your birthday, you sit on a chair and everybody lifts you up the amount of years that you are.
Oh.
So, like, you know, it was like when I was 7, it was like 7 times up. But it's been just gradually getting harder and worse because all my friends are getting like older, like, you know, and so, and I would try to like even keep it a secret. Like, I would try not to tell anybody about it. And I went out to eat with my friends, and then my mom calls one of my friends and she's like, Oliver, I need you to do something for me. He's like, yeah. He's like, I need you to put Dovy in chair and lift him up 20 times. Like literally, like the last time. Yeah, it's just so weird. It's just like kind of like I don't know what it is. But it's fun.
that
Every
is
time it
cool.
happens, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll sit down. But it gets like,
funny.
dude, it's gonna get. Eventually, I'm gonna be like 30,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have to have like a huge squad to do it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
But I kind of want to keep going if I'm like 98 years old.
Oh yeah. Just get a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Everyone will be too old to really lift you.
That'd be
So, like, get your
hilarious.
grandkids or something to do it,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have a really cool show for you. Very unique cast and crew today.
Yeah.
But stick around. After this break, we're going to be talking about some movies. I got to see Bohemian Rhapsody. If you like Queen, we're going to talk about that for a little bit after the short break.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here
On Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Alrighty, welcome back to The Morning App. Like I said, we have a new kind of crew today to talk and get some new team chemistry going on. We teased talking about Bohemian Rhapsody and some movies that are going to be coming out in November. If you're like a moviegoer, you might want to tune in and see what your options are, you know, because it's getting dark and you got to have something to do, you know.
Fair, yeah. Also, I don't know. I think it's just nice to have something to do when it starts getting colder because, especially up here where there's so many outdoor things to do, it's really hard once it starts getting cold because it's like, what am I going to do with, like, how am I going to hang out with people now? I can't go hiking or anything. It's because it's way too cold. So it's nice to have good movies.
It was so bizarre last night because it was like 5:30 and it felt like 8.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That always happens right around my birthday. There's been a couple times where the daylight savings hits me on my birthday. And I'm like, come on, man. I have to get up an hour earlier the next day and just like, what? This isn't right. But
True. Well, I saw Bohemian Rhapsody on Friday because I found out it just came out. And I was like, I was wondering, like, when does this movie come out? And it came out on Friday. I know a lot of people have been wanting to watch it. And, man, it was wonderful.
Aww.
Here's the thing. Critics... well, at least when I saw it, we're like 50-50. It's at 60% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's still technically a good tomato, right?
Yeah.
But the audience score is 95%.
Ooh.
So I think what that tells me is, like, as a movie, if you've never heard of Queen, you'll probably be like, okay, this is an interesting movie. But if you really like Queen, if you love Queen, man, this movie will make you... you better bring buckets, dude. You will cry. It is so good.
Yeah, because my whole family loves Queen. And so when we saw that it was coming out, my aunt and my mom both, and my dad were all like, you have to come home and watch it with us. And so I'm not able to go home like for a couple weekends, so I'll just have to wait until Thanksgiving, I think. But we're all going to go see it. So I've been trying to hold back and not go, you know? Because I really want to go see it, but I also want to see it with them because my whole family is just like a big Queen fan.
Yeah,
so.
that'll be awesome.
Yeah. I'm really glad that it's good because when I first saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, I think, it was a lot lower, and I was really worried. I was like, no, this is so disappointing of all the movies to be bad, you know?
Well, yeah. I think it makes sense because when I watched it, there were definitely some cheesy moments. Like, there's definitely moments where they're like, you're a legend, Freddie. Like, saying stuff like that. It's just super cheesy. But there are a lot of these little things that I don't want to spoil it, but when it happens, you're like, this is what they would have wanted. This is how Queen would have wanted their movie to get done.
How is the guy that plays Freddie Mercury?
He's awesome. I don't know if if that was legitimately him singing, but he was great.
Yeah, I wondered about that because when a lot of people are talking about, the album came out for it, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, so is it Queen or is it the cast?
I feel like it's the cast probably singing.
No, it's
the original.
Remastered. Yeah, it was just a bunch of remastered versions of the old Queen songs.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, he's really good.
Was it like made like accurately though?
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. When I was in high school, I had an SUV that only played CD players, and the CD player was broken. And the only 2 CDs I had in it were like Queen Part 1 and Part 2. That's just like what was stuck in there.
Oh gosh.
And so like since high school and up until like when I transferred to App State, I would just listen to Queen nonstop. I remember I used to watch the live performances and stuff. So I knew how it went, and a lot of the when they replicate the actual concerts and stuff, like the benefit, the concert where like Freddie does the and everybody screams back at him.
Yeah.
All that stuff was really, really on point. Like all the movement. I think somebody put up a YouTube video like showing a side-by-side comparison. And obviously you have like some differences as a film, like you get some close-ups of the other people, but like it's really on point.
That's cool.
So it's really interesting. I think it's just the storytelling that might have got critics to be like, this is so cheesy.
See, when I was reading up on it, I saw something about when they originally were going to do it, that they were going to have him die halfway through the movie and then show the rest of the movie be what, like, the rest of the band did after. And then everyone was like, that's such a stupid idea.
Yeah,
why would you kill off the main character?
Yeah.
It's, like, such an icon, you know? Like, that's so sad.
They paced it really well. They got like his whole life story through it, and something that I thought that was interesting was, you know how like there's kind of like that urban myth that like, or not urban myth, it's like a legend or like a kind of like a myth in general that like Bohemian Rhapsody doesn't have a meaning to it. It's kind of just like a bunch of stuff. So it's like, it's whatever you interpret it. This movie kind of makes a case saying like that's not true. Like, there's a real like connection to like Freddie's story and the song. And so I think that's why it's called Bohemian Rhapsody. And that's a really cool, and so it kind of changed my perspective now listening to some Queen's music when you get to, you know, put the history to the songs that they came up with. And so that's what I really liked about it. I think it just made Queen fresh again.
Yeah.
And so if you're a Queen fan, you know, go check it out for sure. It's worth it.
I saw a meme about that. It was like, get ready, like everyone's about to be a Queen fan, like pretty soon again.
It's a good
Jump
time.
on the bandwagon. But
It's a good time to be a Queen fan. But some other movies, in case you were wondering, like what other movies were coming out in November, you got Fantastic Beasts, the next, The Crimes of Grindelwald.
That trailer, man, it was just so cinematically beautiful. Because I feel like most of the Harry Potter movies have good stories, but, you know, cinematically, it's like, okay, you know, they could have, you know, done a little more. Because since it is magic, they have such an opportunity to use all kinds of cool special effects. And it really seems like they really tried to have this epic, like, wizard duel in it. It's like, between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, it's, like, just so visually stunning. So that's what I'm really excited about.
We also got The Grinch, November 9th. It's a little early, but...
It's very early. I thought it would just come out next month, but he's put it up earlier for some reason.
Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Grinch, right?
They have Tyler, the creator, like as a soundtrack guy for some reason. I was like, okay, so I guess they're gonna like have him redo the Grinch song.
Okay, you're the mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I know. Have you heard like the songs for it yet?
I have not heard it.
It's literally just like that, but
Is it
it's like a
seriously?
remix of like the Grinch songs. Like, okay, I guess this is cool. Trying to like get the young audience. I don't know.
I gotta see it now. Creed 2. Man, I loved Creed, and I still vouch for it. I love Creed. It's like a soft reboot to the Rocky movies. And what else? I mean,
Nutcracker, but I heard
The
that wasn't
Nutcracker.
that great.
Yeah,
it did come out same day as Bohemian Rhapsody. Rhapsody?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. That timing.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was just that. I think people just, I don't think it was good.
It just looked like bootleg Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Like just redone. And I was like, okay, everybody's just trying to watch the Queen movie right now. So I just like kind of put it on the back burner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Does it have, like, good
Nutcracker
ratings,
or
though?
Queen. You know.
Does Nutcracker have good ratings at all? Or?
I don't remember. Yeah. Look it up, Dovy.
Yeah, I'm curious who their audience is supposed to be. If it's is it supposed to be for children? Because I watched.
Well, I think it's Disney.
Yeah,
right?
35%.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
35%, 42%
just based
like
on the
it.
trailer alone, when I saw it, I was like, this is not gonna be. I don't know. It just didn't look like it was gonna be very
See,
good.
I'm just waiting for that Humpty Dumpty War movie.
What? Hold on. What?
All these like they keep redoing like these like fairy tales and making them giant like this is the fight of our lives. We must destroy the queen and like I'm just expecting like an epic version of Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
The Humpty Dumpty movie.
Oh, it's
like,
not happening.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no. That's what I was
idea,
confused about too. I was like, we've really
kingdom
lost it
will
now.
never
Yeah, I was like, this is it.
Again,
Hollywood like really ran out of ideas.
We're done. We're done.
Yeah, this is it.
All right, well, hope you enjoyed that little quick movie review recap stuff that we got going on. After the break, we're going to be playing a new game of Would You Rather with this all-new cast, so stick around.
What's up, guys? The A-Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State Sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Gray Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A-Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, who? Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
It's time for Would You Rather.
What? How? No.
Who needs a soundboard? You got,
We all just kind of gave him the same look, like.
it's like, yeah, y'all never like, hey, good job. You always give me that face like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, you're as like the most well-rested one of us. I was not expecting.
Yeah. Maybe like a heads up or something, man.
I'm sorry. I'm that one guy at work.
Morning person.
Yeah, that's just like, you guys ready? And you're like, it's Monday. No, but this is one of my favorite games to play, honestly. So this will be interesting to like give you the questions and this time see what you guys have to say because these are some pretty interesting ones. And I think they're going to be really hard. I think you're going to have to really...
questionnaire?
Huh?
You're giving out the questions this time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving
This
out
is new.
the...
Okay.
This is different. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Would you rather have free, unlimited Starbucks for the rest of your life, or always have your phone/laptop charged 100% without ever having to charge it again for the rest of your life?
I think that's easy. I'm going to say the phones the phone one. I think you said phone and
it's-
laptops,
it's-
all that stuff?
Yeah, phones, laptops, all
Easy.
iPads, I guess, are included. Like, all electronics will be charged 100%. You never got to worry about battery power.
Easy, that one. I don't even drink coffee anyways, so I don't have
Yeah.
any problem with that. So, yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, because I also feel like Starbucks, well, I don't know, it would just lose its appeal once you could just have it, you know? Because I think that's some of the, I don't know, I don't go to
The appeal?
Starbucks very often, but when
Oh.
I do, it's like, oh, this is a treat, you know? Because
Get
it's
something
a
sweet.
little too expensive, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Right now.
And it's, I don't know, it's like a lot of sugar, but, and sometimes like the caffeine sugar combo just gets me a little too wired, and it's like, okay, I can't do this too often, but
That's true.
like, I don't know, I feel like it would lose its appeal. Like, it wouldn't be as good somehow because you could just have it anytime.
See, I'm the total opposite. I'm going to go with coffee because I am a bit of a caffeine addict.
All right.
Okay.
But
So
see,
you're
I
both-
don't drink my coffee with sugar in it. So
Okay.
I think I don't have to worry so much about the sugar buzz. And also, if you guys know me, I'm not great at phones.
Yeah.
So you know, my
What do
phone.
you mean?
I kind of just used to having it on like 5% all the time.
Oh.
you know?
Oh
and-
my gosh, she's
okay.
living on
I
the
know,
edge
I know.
24/7.
Well, if you've ever seen my phone,
That's courage.
you get it. It's falling apart.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know, so like there's not a whole lot of an appeal. I'm not on it all the time. I'm not like playing games or anything. Maybe if I had a phone that wasn't like shattered in a million pieces, I'd be playing games on it. But you know, my laptop, I keep it plugged in anyways. So, or I'm on my desktop. So I'm gonna go with coffee.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
I was expecting more coffee results. See, the only thing I would say against the coffee is that like it's not a very like green. It's pretty bad because you would be drinking a bunch of it, and like if you don't have to actually use electricity to charge your phone, it might be better that way in the long run. But
That's true.
over time, like what if battery power gets so good that like phones will practically be 100% all
Oh,
the
that's
time?
true. So then you
And then you're just
wasted it.
wasting
Yeah.
money. I don't know, but I think both of those. That's an interesting one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just got
Did you ever
deep.
even like give an answer, Katie? What did you-
No.
Yeah.
Well, I still say
Just
that the phone thing is probably what I'm going to go with just because that's such a plague is having to constantly, like, my phone just always not. I feel like this new phone that I got, I haven't had it for that long, but it's just lately it's been dying so quickly and it's driving me crazy.
Would you rather always be 15 minutes late or 1 hour early for everything for the rest of your life?
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, as much as I hate being overly early, I'd have to go with that because it would give me so much stress to be late every time. Because it's like every time you go somewhere, right? Like for class.
Like
every
no matter
time.
what, if
Oh my
someone
gosh.
says let's meet
No,
at,
Oh.
so there's no real way around it. Even if you're like, hey, let's meet at like 3:45.
Yeah, because then you're still late technically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could trick. Maybe I feel like what would end up happening is there was this girl I was friends with in middle school, and every once in a while we'd tell her like earlier than the actual time, and the one time we did tell her that, like, she actually got there on time, like the time that we said, so we felt so bad because it was like 30 minutes. We weren't even like ready yet.
Oh.
We felt really bad. But yeah, I feel like that's the only way around it is if people, you know, kind of got like caught on and told you just 15 minutes ahead every time. But
Yeah.
with classes and stuff that
No,
there's
you-
no way
you
around that.
flunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be late every time. Like the tests and stuff. Oh my gosh.
But then you have to show up to class an hour early.
But you could just hang out in the hallway, listen to some music, get on Reddit. You know, there's things.
Yo,
Like,
man,
at least you
yeah.
can like study for the tests and stuff, but like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
hour early for everything, that's better than like 15 minutes because you'll get fired later on in life,
It's
I guess.
true.
Or like attendance grades.
And I guess
15
that's more
minutes late.
attractive too. You're like, wow, this guy shows up an hour early every
what a
day to
baddie.
get
Oh my
get some extra work done.
Yeah.
Yeah. this isn't a millennial. What is going on?
Can you imagine trying to hang out casually with someone and then they're just there always an hour early? You're like, stop doing this.
I wouldn't tell anybody either. Like you're trying to like show up to like a date or something. You're just like sitting there fucking an hour in a restaurant or something, just like.
Yeah, you don't tell them that.
No, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
like
just
number
got
one
here, don't worry about
creeper
it. Yeah.
sign is they showed up an hour early and they just waited in the parking lot for you. They didn't tell you. They didn't text you and say, "Hey, I'm an hour early." They just waited for you.
Yeah.
That's when you leave.
That is
you don't go in. You just
That's a little creepy.
something came up. You have to go.
It means all your dates are like that.
The waiter or like waitress
Oh,
like
no.
tells your other date and just like, "Hey, I think your guy's kind of weird over here. He's like in here for an hour."
Oh my
You sure
goodness.
this is it?
Yeah, there's really no good option there. That's just not.
By the third date, and he's showing up an hour every single time. I think people start to get weirded
See,
out.
I feel like with our society the way it is, being on time is so important. Like, if you go to, like, the islands or something, they have no care, about if they're late or whatever. It's just like, there's absolutely no time. It's just, whatever. But here, like, in the United States, it's very important that you're on time to places.
Right.
Like, time is very important to us.
Time is money.
Because,
Yeah.
I don't know. We just get so impatient, I feel like. If people are late or if something's delayed. Why are you laughing?
Oh, sorry, I just laughed at his voice.
Yes, quiet.
Oh, no.
I do think it depends on where you are, though. I know when I lived in New York, it was always kind of like a loose. Like if someone said, "Hey, like we're getting a group together at 8," people would start to stroll in at like 8:30.
Oh yeah.
And that was like a pretty normal thing. But also the commute is very different. You're not driving yourself there. If the train's late, the train's late. You're gonna be late. So it was just kind of expected that it was always a loose meetup time. If you've got to go to work, you could be an hour early. That might be a normal thing because you got to leave early just in case.
Yeah. I know in Germany, like time is like to the T. Like it's even in the language. You know how like here we'll say like, "Oh, meet me at the park at 7." There it's like at 7, meet me at the park. Like they put time first. It's like grammatically structured so that you talk about time before you talk about the subject. So that's pretty interesting. Time is different in different cultures.
Yeah.
Well, stick around because we're going to talk about what makes a name hot if you're a guy or a girl in our relationship segment, or just in general, what makes someone hot versus cute, right after this break.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwalt, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton. And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune into App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
So what makes a name attractive or not, like hot or not? Because my roommates and I, like slash some of our other friends that have been hanging out at our apartment this week, we've just been on it for like, I don't even know how, oh no, I do know how the conversation started. Me and my roommate Sarah, we were talking about the band 5 Seconds of Summer, and I'm pretty sure the lead singer's name is Luke, and so we're like, oh, Sarah's like, that makes sense. She's like, that's a hot guy name, and I was like, that's interesting.
Luke?
Yeah.
You adjusted her like Luke?
Oh no, this
One
is gonna be
syllable?
interesting then.
Ooh, hot. Yeah, maybe.
That's how most of them
I
are.
think
Like
so.
I'm looking at, I got her to send me the list because she was typing away. Like we were having a conversation, and she talked to a bunch of other people about it, apparently too. So we've got a pretty good, like, well-rounded
So
list, I think.
simple
But
names are sexy names.
I don't know. I mean, I'll read you the list of things because there's hot girl and guy names. And so it's very interesting. This is her. I was like, please send it to me so I can read it. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the hot guy names, she really likes Jack for some. She is
I knew you were going to say Jack. I was going to say Jack. I'm like, Jack is
Yeah.
Jack
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, it's like sharp around the edges.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Jack.
Yeah.
You just when you think of Jack, you think of like jackets. You think of like
Okay.
Samurai Jack. You
Yeah.
think of
I think
like
Jack-
a pirate.
or like Jack, like Jack O' Lantern. You know, Jack's got a
Yeah.
cool like association.
Sounds like an adventurous name, you know? Yeah.
It
Yeah,
does.
you know?
Yeah.
Jack.
Okay, and then Ryan and Ben. Which
Ben?
Yeah. See, yeah, I feel like Ryan is, I don't know, but I don't know. It also, one thing I've noticed with the list is if you know people that really annoy you with those names, it doesn't matter how many attractive, like, Bens or Ryans, you know, like all it takes is one to just ruin them all.
Yes.
But anyways, okay, Liam, Luke, of course, Jake, Blake. Oh my goodness, why are those next to each other? Hunter. Oh wait, Lizzie just texted me and said the name Jake is definitely a hot name. Okay, thank you for your input.
We've confirmed.
Wait, I lost the text now. Okay.
Yeah, what about
I know. Yeah, that's right. Her boyfriend's name is
Josh?
Josh is probably somewhere like, okay.
No, that's also the funny thing is my roommate who made
the
this
other
list,
guy?
she didn't say her boyfriend's name. She's like, and he was even talking about, he's like, yeah, she didn't say my name was hot. He's like, apparently, I don't remember what it was. If something about his name's too hard to say or something. It's
What is
Carter.
his- okay.
Yeah, which is it. I was like, that's not a hard name to say. I don't know. She has interesting rationale for this.
And it's like
Okay.
almost unanimous when you bring it up. They're like, you and your friends will all be like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
No, but it's very interesting which names are not unanimous. Okay,
That's so
wait.
interesting.
I think I was on Hunter. Alex, Taylor, Matt, and Chris. So those are all the guy names. And then the hot girl names. Oh, I'm so honored that she put these on here. Kate and Katie. Kara, which my aunt's name. Well, Blake again. Oh, okay, so that's a hot girl and guy name.
Okay. The universal hot
100%
name.
think
yeah.
the reason she put that is Blake Lively, which makes sense.
Makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. Taylor. Wait, I think that's on both the girl and guy names too. Yep. Erin, Emma, which Emma is one that a lot of people kept bringing up as a hot girl name, and I just feel like that's a nice girl name.
Emma.
Like, that
I
just
agree.
gives me, like, nice girl vibes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can trust her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not like a hot, you know, it's just like, I'm not saying that Emma's wouldn't be attractive. It's just like, I don't know. It just gives me nice vibes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like Katie also gives me nice vibes, but I don't know. I guess there are some interesting Katies out there. Okay. And then Maddie and Madeline. That's the,
Madeline, yeah.
Madeline.
Every Madeline I've ever known has been like unique. I have a really good friend named Madeline, and she's like an Instagram model, you know?
Yeah.
She's like naturally just born an Instagram model. Her posts, just like people not even following her, like her posts, you know?
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you know, though. Like you said, if you know someone and you can associate them with that. So maybe it's just that these names are more common.
Yeah. No, because a lot of them, like, especially like Jake or Blake, like those kind of names are very, like, with this generation, like, so popular.
Yeah.
So I think people just know a lot of them.
Okay, I think I got the formula. So
Okay.
I'm gonna guess one. Okay,
Okay.
what about like Zach?
I don't. Wait,
I think so.
Got it. Yeah. See?
My fiance's name is Zach, so I am
But
definitely biased.
Would it need a K or would it need an H? for
H. He has an H.
Okay.
Because it's
Doesn't really
Zachary,
matter.
but he's always
Okay.
gone by Zach. But I will say, like, definitely because of people I've known,
Yeah.
I do not like when Zach is spelled Z-A-C-K.
Yeah, I don't like it
The
either.
Zachs I've known that have
Yeah.
been spelled that way.
Zach.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
no. It makes sense. Like it's, and I also think it has to do with celebrities too.
Yeah.
Like just like the Blake thing. I think the only reason she put it on the list was Blake Lively. You know,
Yeah.
she didn't know. I don't know. Anyway.
What are you thinking, Justin?
I don't know. I think like all these names are too simple. It's just like one
Yeah.
syllable. Is it me? Like
you just don't get
No,
it.
and
But
I
like,
think I think
but
that's
it's
some of the
almost
appeal
universal.
though. Is I think that's why she was saying that her boyfriend's name was like since it was two syllables and like more obscure. I guess I don't know.
I don't know, like more syllables to me seems like mysterious, or like
Yeah.
foreign names in general. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, like Elena, Shakira. I'm
When
just like,
she-
ooh.
Oh yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
When she was
something-
looking at articles, she saw a bunch of foreign names. Like, I'm trying to remember there was a bunch of Russian-sounding names on a lot of the lists, and it was like,
Vladimir.
like all the
Okay.
names.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, anything that's like like the more exotic it is, like Vasilios.
Yeah.
Or something. Some kind of like.
Just like,
Yeah, you and I just both got like, whoa.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Still
Should have wore a
over here.
tank top. It's hot.
Oh,
All of a sudden.
no.
This is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Like what's another name? Like I don't know. Like I can't think of any Russian.
Keep going. Keep going.
Vladimir. How are you?
Okay,
Your
I'm
eyes
sorry.
look like a sunset. You know, you're just like
Terrific.
something you have to
Blake?
say with an accent. Blake.
Luke.
not
I'm your
saying that
father.
people that don't have those names are not like, but it's interesting to see like how, because some things are so oddly unanimous, like with people, you say the name and just like, yes.
There's got to
that's
be
definitely-
something psychological.
What?
to it.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
What is it that makes them? I don't know, like names
That's
specifically.
More syllables, more sexy.
You think so? You think the more
Yes.
the more the syllables, the more
Veronica,
the,
that's
the
good.
hotometer goes up. The more you dial it up to 11.
Chad.
Bill.
His face right now. She said that was such a blank expression.
This is like Alejandro. You know.
Ooh.
Exactly. Yeah, you got
That was
Alejandro. It's like four syllables right there.
That's so funny.
Bada boom. Well, that was interesting. I definitely learned something from that.
Yeah. I hope you all learned something valuable.
If y'all have any hot if you have any hot girl or guy names that you think are hot, definitely post it on the App TV live stream and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this break. We're going to talk about a job that you can make $100 just petting puppies on the morning app.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State Sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Grace Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, shouldn't somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
The River Street Ale House is your ASU post-game headquarters. Every App game is watched live with DJs there to give you the game day atmosphere and experience to make you feel like you're sitting in the stands. Sunday fun days at the Ale House is the NFL HQ on Sunday to catch all of the NFL action. The Ale
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
I think I just found the college student's dream job. You can get paid $100 an hour for petting a dog at this restaurant. So there's this place, this is real. Check this out. This is like definitely the first thing. This is not a thing. This would be the very first opportunity for you to be able to do this. But basically, there's a Texas-based restaurant/dog park. You know, like you can go out, you can eat, and you can also everybody like brings their dogs and has beers and drinks and stuff. And they're looking for the very first ever pup turn. And they're offering $100 an hour for you to pet puppies. And all you got to pretty much do is you got to post a photo or a video showing off like how good you are at petting dogs on Instagram, and you send it to them to apply. But this is real. They're like, I guess this might be just some kind of like way for them to kind of reach out on social media or something.
That's really smart actually, because you know that people enter it even if they don't actually want to do it. It just would be a fun thing to just kind of enter or whatever.
It's really smart.
Yeah.
Probably like a big old publicity stunt or something. It sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, no, I feel like they probably still do it.
Yeah.
But it's just because you think, oh, that's such a good deal, but they're gonna profit more off of it because they'll be like, oh, this is the puppy petting place where you can get money. You know what I mean? Where they did that big stunt.
My question is this like a job that you'll have for a while, or is it just like a one-day thing? Because even if it's a one-day thing, you're gonna make a lot of money either way. Like you work 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours.
Also, is this like a one-man job? Like, are they paying multiple people?
Oh, true.
I think they're looking for one, the mightiest petter of them all, to take the mantle of the master pooch petter.
What would go into being good at petting dogs?
It's the technique.
The technique. Yeah, but what is the technique?
The connection between you and the dog, I guess.
Fair.
Like,
do you know like all the good scratching areas, like behind the ear, the belly? I don't know.
Like you probably got to be able to pet. Like you have to be able to make them roll over on their belly.
Yeah. Or when they turn their head sideways. That's my favorite. Because most dogs underneath their collar, I guess it just gets really itchy, and so you scratch them underneath the collar, and they're yours. They're leaning their head all the way over and just in bliss.
Sounds like maybe you should apply for this job.
Yes, this is my true calling.
This
Done with college now.
This is in Texas.
You made it sound like it was nearby.
No. It's definitely one of a kind, one in the country. It's called Mutt's. Canine Cantina, and they're just looking for people to do that. I mean, their original post just said, show us your puppy petting skills. Do you have what it takes to be the first ever Mutt's pup turn at our brand new location in Fort Worth? And post a photo or video by the 12th of November. that shows your puppy petting skills and use, their hashtag and tag them, for a chance to get paid $100 an hour.
Wow.
Which
I
is a
feel like
lot.
it's so smart of breweries to allow dogs because that just, I don't know, I feel like a lot more people go, just even if they don't have a dog. It's like, oh, I want to go see dogs though.
Have you ever been to one of those?
A and B?
Oh yeah, that's true. They do. They have a lot of people
So many
coming.
dogs there all the time. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good vibe. It's just like, oh, no one's getting crazy. Because there's
Yeah.
dogs around.
There's just
Everybody loves
dogs.
dogs.
How is it not a health code violation though to have dogs in a restaurant?
I don't know.
Well, it's usually not somewhere that serves food.
Okay.
At least, I don't know. I just turned 21, so we're new to this. But I feel like it'd be places that are more bar-like.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least my aunt there's one that's like really close to her house, and we went there during the day one time just to hang out because she knows, of course, the people who run it because they're super chill. But I don't think they served food. I think it was just like fancy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they don't mind if they're just serving drinks and no food.
That's interesting though.
Not sure. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah,
But you can never go wrong with bringing a little pup to your
never
business.
can.
It's always going to attract business.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you all for, stopping by early this morning to give us a listen. And hopefully Wednesday, our Joshes will be back and healthy and safe. And we'll see you then.